where this from? Way back from the north. Whiskey and Dior, spend it like they owe me. Gotta stay select. Don't come around to me, better come correct. Different lives that we lead. I'm in the Nike check in a bag of Louis V. Shoes on the Muppets, guys don't make no sense. Pop up for a minute, eyes up on my whip. Lenses and BM, guys don't make no sense.
At 7 foot 0 inches, number 23, Danny Wolf. At the point guard position, standing 6 foot 2, number 13, Walker. Number 13. At small forward, 6 feet 7 inches. Number 35, Jonathan Kaminga. At the other forward position, 6 feet 10 inches. Number 12, Jaren Jackson Jr. The other guy, at 6 foot 6 inches. Number 21, Aaron Harper. Your marks and coaches in Nurse. And let's hear it for your Milwaukee Hawks.
Let's check out Pittsburgh's starting lineup. We've got Fox. He's out there with Howard. And it's Towns in at the 5. And for the Bucks, we've got Jaren Jackson. He's out there with Kuminga. And it's Wolf at center. And we talk about experimenting with lineups early on, DB. What are some examples of that?
Well, you can have two extremes, right? The modern NBA. Most teams need some sort of small ball lineup that they finish with. But we are also increasingly starting to see teams play with multiple bigs on the floor. You have to be able to have multiple tools in your toolbox.
And that one is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now, here's Fox. Three-pointer. Hits it from three-point range.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Jackson. He had 27 points last game, and the shot goes in.
Just nothing more you can do. Sometimes Jackson is going to score no matter how good the coverage is.
We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but G.A. much improved as a scorer as well.
Yeah, her range out beyond the arc and his handle, I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
Fox, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Wolf shot's good.
So out of the gates, 3 for 3, exactly what they're looking for.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. And here is Howard. Not too proud of his numbers in that game against the Bulls, that's for sure. Here's Timmerman, guarded by Jackson. Now Howard, 3 on the clock. A pass to Fox. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Fox has got a couple of threes now in the first for Pittsburgh.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Steps back. Here's Harper. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And early on, they looked great. They made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the game right now. Colin Sexton, he's checked in for Pittsburgh.
One shot.
For Pittsburgh, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to McGuire. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside, Towns. And again, it's Pittsburgh with the 3.
Karl Anthony Towns, such a great jump shooter. Doesn't take him any time to get set up.
They set the screen. Harper against Sexton. Jackson kicks to Kuminga. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the three-pointer.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here is McGuire. His last outing, he had 18 points. Outside, Towns. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Outside, Harper. Right wing, all alone. Pittsburgh pulls it in. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Milwaukee team.
And guys, these teams don't see each other too often, but last year they would have liked to see a little bit more of them, the way they were able to take care of their business.
No good from Howard. Bucks leading by 3. A shot. And he knocks down the jumper. 5 points in the game.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
For Pittsburgh, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Towns, high post. And again, it's Pittsburgh missing. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Over to the wing. Let's go. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
And it'll be Pittsburgh with their first time out of the game here. With a whole new lineup now.
Substitution on the court.
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Sexton, still scoreless. Out to Smith, down to 5 on the shot clock. To end the run, Rupert grabs the board. Beyond the arc, and No good on the last-second attempt this time. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Milwaukee.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
We've got Franklin, and it's Rick Schifino in at the point guard. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Pittsburgh trails by 9. To the inside. Here's Davis. And that one, good. And teams are always looking for positional size. Doris, where is that most valuable?
If you look across the league today, Kevin, it's at every single position. Size and skill as a combination is very tough to beat, and teams are getting bigger and more skilled across positions now.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Sexton, the pass to Johnson. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Can't allow Johnson to get that deep. Once he's there, he's going to be able to score.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
All right, Bucks fans, here come your Bucks Breaker crew.
Here, Towns is checked in. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that really made their opposing teams earn their points a season ago.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Outside Harper. Pass to Rupert. And again, the Bucks miss. Pittsburgh trails by 5. Outside for Sexton. Launches a 3. A rebound by Enjar.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Harper at number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
This is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. Towns high post. Takes it off the glass. Towns has got 5.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Here's Rupert. Hasn't made one yet. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Bucks lead by 8.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. got to fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
A shot by Johnson, no good. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Fader on the way, and it's Rupert missing. And so Sexton will bring it up for Pittsburgh. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
You know what? There was a lot of standing around in that basketball game. Failing to move bodies and failing to move the basketball is a bad formula.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
From past the arc, and it's Rupert missing.
Boy, still trying to get comfortable out there right now.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession.
And checking out some numbers to Karl Anthony Towns. Last season, he played outstanding. He averaged about 23 points per, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. And it's nice to be able to bring someone with his defensive skill set off the bench.
I think, in fact, to win a championship, you usually need a guy like this on your roster.
Pass to Rupert. The 3. Pittsburgh pulls it in. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Nuggets at Ball Arena in Denver. Closing in on the end of this long road trip, as that will be game 6 of 7 straight away.
Feels like he has played a little more under control here in the second.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Harper with a screen on Howard. Back to Harper. For the 3, it's good from long range. Harper's got the lead up to 9 now for Milwaukee.
Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
Here's Towns. Hands the 12-footer. Towns has got 6 points in the quarter. And so it's Milwaukee heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Well, Carl, they're scoring pretty easily. What has to change in the second half?
Our whole defensive system right now, because it's just not working. It's not the coaches, it's us as players. We're letting them get too much, fast break. They're doing a great job, and they're hitting some shots, so we got to be able to make them miss.
Best of luck locking it in, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in just a moment.
Welcome, folks. EJ alongside Shaq and Kenny. First up, here are the players of the week. Guys, how about our Eastern Conference winner?
Finally, we're giving props to a big. Enough of these little dudes winning MVPs and awards. Basketball is for my guys, the tall dudes.
Yeah. Bigs never win anything in the NBA. And looking back at the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for Pittsburgh.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your opponent's fire.
You like gasoline on a flame, I'd say. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Dylan Harper has been sensational.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Fox with it, and Pittsburgh looking at who they've got out there. They've got Howard, also Fox out there, and it's Timmerman in at the 4 spot. And the 3 off target. Bucks leading by 7. There's Kuminga. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Kuminga's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Bucks. Pittsburgh shooting about 42% so far. Howard in the post. Tries it from 9. He gets it in there. Howard's got his first basket of the night.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And out of bounds as Pittsburgh gains possession. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Bucks. On Friday, they'll start out on the road to play the Pelicans in New Orleans. And then on Monday, they'll go up against Trae Young.
And for that game against the Bulls, it will be the 9th bit of action for them during this young season. Every game a step closer to the finish line.
Here's Timmerman, still without a basket. This one for 3. And it's Harper with the rebound.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
Pass to Jackson. Shoots it. Misses the baby hook.
Boy, he'd be the first to tell you that is a shot that we expect him to make.
Here's Fox. And the layup's good off the glass. Fox has got 8 points.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Pass to Harper. They set the pick. Outside, Kuminga. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. He's got 5.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Now a timeout called by Pittsburgh. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated. At Jonathan Kuminga's number. He had a strong showing last season. He was around 14 points a game last year, 5 rebounds and 2 assists. And what a luxury for them to have someone like him who can absolutely fill it up coming off the bench.
I love it. He knows they're looking for him to bring immediate offense, and he very rarely disappoints.
Now here's Towns. 9 points in the game so far. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession.
Looking now at the numbers for Jackson. He's coming off an excellent season. 12th in steals, and he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
And as we saw last season, a difficult guy to run the offense against. Constantly jumping the passing lanes. Always a threat to create a turnover. Now, here's Harper. 10 points for him.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to Timmerman. Fox feeling it out a bit. Clock at 6. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Fox has got 4 points in the quarter.
This guy can really make it happen from the mid-range.
Back to Harper. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Pittsburgh trails by 6. Pass to McGuire. Outside, Fox. Pulls up on the wing. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Fox has got 12 points in the game. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
Hey, let's have it. Turn up the volume. Here comes your Fox Host Mexico. And the ball is your Fox Host.
Shafino's checked in. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. Bucks number 1.
Do they love to run? I mean, nobody did it better. They would get out in the lanes and push the ball even after makes.
Bucks leading by 4. Bucks passing it around. Kuminga with a wide open look. And again, the Bucks miss. And so, Sexton will bring it up for Pittsburgh. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Pass to Johnson. From deep. That one's not going to go. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And here's Jackson. A shake. He lays it in. Jackson's got his second bucket of the night.
And how about the strength of Jackson there? Uses it whenever he's going up inside and fighting through the contact.
Now here's Towns. 9 points in the game so far. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Outside, Kuminga. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Off the mark from 16 feet out. Pittsburgh trails by 4. Johnson, the pass to Towns. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Bucks lead by 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Harper, and it's Rupert in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Misses the deep three-point attempt.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
A pass to Fox. Offline with his 3. Milwaukee leading by 4. Outside Harper. Here's Njai. Here's the screen. And Harper flattens it in.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And Pittsburgh with the possession here after the basket by Milwaukee. Pass to O'Connor. Rupert grabs the board.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession. What a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
Pittsburgh trails by 6. Outside, Fox. Sexton the pass to Fox. To the middle. Here's Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. Pittsburgh going with almost an entire new group here. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. He was clapping in the huddle, saying to his guys, loving the effort right now, keep the intensity on them. Leave no doubt in their mind that this game is ours. Guys, back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. Fires from deep. Pittsburgh pulls it in. Zimmerman's got his 5th rebound in this one. Howard kicks to Fox. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Fox.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Bucks leading by 4. Now Jackson launches it, and here's the 3.
Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
Now Towns from about 16, 2 points. That one goes.
Is the mid-range from Mr. Towns part of the game? You bet.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. No good. Pittsburgh trails by 5. Now here's Howard. Takes the 3. Knocks down the 3.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Jackson outside. And he does not hit. For Pittsburgh, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. That one misses, and a chance to tie it up. Milwaukee's gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only 1 of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
These kinds of defensive breakdowns drive coaches crazy.
Here is Howard, following the 3 by Milwaukee. Yeah!
How about the calm demeanor of Towns, well made for pressure situations?
There's the pick. Jackson, he drills the 3.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Fox fires, and he misses the J. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Well, we know he's got a lot of tools in the toolbox, but the finger roll might be the sweetest of them all.
Now a timeout called by Pittsburgh.
Start it.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. From outside, it's off target. Let's lose a three. That one misses. Here's Pittsburgh with the ball. 8-point game. Misses the three. And so the Bucks take the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. We'll see you later.
Brody got his chain snatched. Brody must be fed up. We told you, you ain't wanna listen. Now you looking like a victim. Bring it back, we back it up. Get a stack, spin a stack, we stack it up. Talking down on the squad, we turn it up. Honestly, baby, I don't give a. Don't tap that glass, don't tap that glass, don't tap that glass, don't tap that glass, there's a monster. Ra-ta-ta-ta, don't tap that glass, baby, don't tap that glass, 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 there's a monster. Don't tap that glass, don't tap that glass. Said I lost touch with the regular folks. I ain't never been regular, you just jokes. What that best gon' do, boy?
Hi, folks. The NBA regular season rolls on. This game, part of the NBA Cup, joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler. This is Brian Anderson, and we'll have Ali LaForce reporting for us. So let's take a look at Pittsburgh's starting lineup. They've got Karl Anthony Towns, and it's McGuire in at the small forward position. And for Denver, they've got Thompson, and it's Terry in at the 2. Well, Legs, the season has only just begun. It's interesting to see which teams have gotten off to hot starts, though.
Yeah, Brian, there's a lot of different situations here early. It could be continuity, adding star power, or possibly both. But it's great when you can find that confidence level early and see if you can sustain it all season.
Oh, and building hope with a fan base as well early in the season always helps.
Absolutely energizes the entire fan base.
Now here's Sarr. Thompson, no good. Fox left side. Pass to Howard. Fox with a screen on Thompson. Thompson against Howard. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Timmerman. Fires the 3. Towns. Great positioning on the putback.
I mean, I'll tell you, Towns is so dangerous on the offensive glass.
Thompson outside. Down low. Here's Sarr. And finished off by Sarr.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. And here's Fox. They set the screen. Let's go with a 3. Thompson pulls it in.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Sarr misses. For Pittsburgh, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. And Grant David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A. Basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
Here's Bufkin. After the basket by Pittsburgh on the other end. Durbin's shot is off. Here's McGuire, defended by Thompson. Pass to Timmerman. Some nice ball movement by Pittsburgh. Kicks it out Towns. There's Howard with the 3. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
The crowd noise can make it hard to execute your offense on the road, but they did a great job playing their game.
And so it's Pittsburgh with it. The Nuggets getting their last shot to go. High post Towns. Fox outside. Jacks up a 3. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Yeah, and for Towns, great awareness at the offensive end.
Nuggets trail by 3. Pass to Thurman. Fires for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Thurman's got 5.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Now here's Towns. Lets a floater go. And he sinks the layup. Towns has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Nice positioning and footwork on point. And Towns so smooth down there inside.
Pass to Bufkin. Launches a 3. McGuire with a rebound. For Pittsburgh, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Howard. And he converts the layup.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
For Denver, they've gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Here's Thurman. The three knocks down the triple. Give him 8 points now. 52 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Fox outside. High post Towns. Good D by Sarr.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
And the shot goes in.
Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
Now Howard. Pass to Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Misses from close range.
Well, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. It's Denver up 1. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, what do you think about the Nuggets here in this one?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
It's reflected in their assist totals. This is a great start offensively.
They've got Max Christie, Mark Williams out there with Dalton Connect, and it's Cole in at the 4. That's the group for Denver getting going in the second. Here is Sears. Christie. Off target from outside. Smith outside. Towns outside. That shot is off. Denver in the lead. To the paint. Here's Sears. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Pass to Towns. Back to Sexton. This one for 3. Pittsburgh, no good that time either.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Over to the left wing. And here's Connect outside. And it's Pittsburgh with a rebound. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
They kept the game close, but made a lot of mistakes. And we heard about it from the coaching staff afterward.
Very few positives to take away from that game. I know it's one they're going to want to put behind them.
Now here's Johnson. No points yet. Sexton. Pittsburgh, no good that time either.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
And it's Connect missing. For Pittsburgh, they've gone 0 for 4 in the second quarter. Here's Towns. Pittsburgh, no good that time either. Denver leading by 3. Pass to Sears. Back to Connect. Here's Cole. Hey, puts up a 3. Sexton grabs the board. And you look at Colin Sexton. Puts points on the board, Grant, and does it efficiently.
Well, B.A., unfortunately, he gives some of that back on the other end of the floor. But there's always a place in this league for guys who can fill it up.
Now here's Towns. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
Here is Sears. 8 points in his last time out. Williams, a screen on Smith. And he's gone for the lob! Williams misses.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Towns outside. Stop the drought. Again, the miss by Towns.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
The shot by Sears, no good. And so Sexton will bring it up for Pittsburgh. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. And going against Denver, their first meeting on the year.
Winning the season series last year in a battle of middle-of-the-pack teams.
Now here's Johnson. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And that one drops for him.
Such a reliable player under the hoop. Johnson, I mean, he wants those close-in shots.
Denver has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Here is Sears. Williams with the screen. Pass to Cole. Denver moving it around. Here's Christie. And again, Denver no good. If they score here, they're back in front.
And they've been waiting to retake this lead for a bit.
Towns looking for an opening. From downtown. Oh, Cat rains one in from deep.
Well, the combination of his length with that shooting range makes him a huge part of this offense.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Pittsburgh out in front, up 2. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Carl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Carl.
Thanks very much, Allie. And, folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about a shot. Next time, give it up for the participants.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
Well, right now for the Nuggets, they're facing a team with similar aspirations. Good measuring stick game for them.
Yeah, like two dogs. They both want that bone. Who's going to get it?
And fellas, bringing it back to our main matchup here. Through the first half, Karl Anthony Towns has been getting it done.
I like the aggressiveness. He's pushing the action, looking for his shots. I think he's going to be tough to stop tonight.
He has that air of confidence about him. You can't deny that. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. There are some big-time players in this league, but who do you think the most clutch players have been over the past decade, Legs?
When you look at these resumes, I think you go with the big three, LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant. But, of course, Giannis dropping 50 in a finals performance wasn't bad either.
And I'll throw in the Joker in there as well.
Love it.
On the court for Pittsburgh, they've got Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Timmerman in at the four-man position. And finished off by Sarr.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Pittsburgh shooting just 35% from the floor. Fox deciding where to go with it. Here's Timmerman. And it's all from three-point range. And the Nuggets shooting around 35% from the field so far. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Shot's good by Sarr. Sarr's got 4 points in the quarter.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Now a timeout called by Pittsburgh. Take a look at the cup standings.
Yeah, getting off to a hot start is really important in this tournament because there's so little margin for error.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Towns outside. Shoots over Sarr. Pass to Howard. 6 on the shot clock. Pittsburgh needs to get off a shot here. Here's Fox. Denver grabs the miss.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Here's Terry. And a miss there on the triple.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's McGuire. Defended by Thompson. Pass to Towns. Sarr. Pittsburgh, no good that time either.
And that miss makes them 0 for 4 to start this quarter. Not exactly the start they were hoping for.
Here's Terry. Three-pointer, no good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Inside, here's Towns. Oh, Towns drops the hammer.
They're going right for the iron. Towns muscling his way through.
Denver has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Terry. The three. Drains the triple. Terry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And their defense has been significantly worse since halftime. They are going to have to make some adjustments.
Here's Timmerman.
2 minutes remaining.
Can't get it to fall. 1 minute 58 left in the third quarter. And finished off by Sarr.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Three-pointer, Fox knocks down the long J. Fox has got 6 points.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
Your Nuggets dance team.
with almost an entirely new group here. All right, some time here to take a look at the 2K leaderboard. Here were the league's top shooting squads from last year. Number 5, the Nuggets.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock, Connect on the wing. Pass to Terry. Here's Buffkin. Yet to see a basket. And here's Thompson for 3. Rebounded by Johnson. And here's Fox. He's covered by Connect. Here's O'Connor. Some nice ball movement by Pittsburgh. Sexton looking around. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. Davis. And finished off by Davis.
You know, Sexton can be just so clever with the ball, disrupting the defense to create for his team.
Terry, the pass to Williams. Here's Buffkin. And that one is hammered home.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
It is nice to have a playmaker who can also get up and finish like that.
Pass to Davis. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Davis has gotten his second bucket.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Here's Thompson, and the layup is good off the glass.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. It's Denver up by 2. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Well, he made the right play. It didn't have to be a highlight reel play, and that's all you can ask from any position.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Dalton Connect out there with Sarn. Then there's Mark Williams. Then there's Max Christie. And it's Sears in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Here's Collinsworth. Pass to Towns. Oh, got a piece of it. And Denver pushing it up now. And here's the fast break. Here's Collinsworth. And he lays it in.
And this was already coming down to the wire, but poor. Ball control and some fast hands have raised the stakes.
Down low. fader on the way. Sarr misses. Pittsburgh shooting 40% from the field in this one. And it's Sexton on the take. Yep, that one goes. Sexton's got his first points of the night.
The nimbleness of Sexton on the drive makes him tough to stop. He can just squeeze right past you.
And so David Adelman calls for the timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. To hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear what the Nuggets head coach was saying to his team. Coach telling their team, this is a tight one. We need full effort defensively, 1 or 2 stops, and we will win this game. A coach preaching defense, a familiar tune.
Thank you for that, Allie. Here is Sears. Check by Sexton. Pass to Sarr. Clock at 6. And finished off by Sarr.
Woo! B.A., that's lit. Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good.
On the wing, Sexton. Fox against Christie. Outside for Davis. Pass to Shepard to take the lead. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got 4 rebounds now. Now here's Connect. From deep. Goes back up. Rebounded by Towns. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for Pittsburgh. Trailing by 2. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Denver?
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
And we should also mention their work on the perimeter. They have found quality looks from deep, and they have knocked them down.
Teams making some changes here. Knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Fox.
He's as good as it gets at the line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's Terry. He's covered by Fox. Sarr against Towns. It's money from deep.
And defensively, how do you leave him that open in crunch time?
Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Fox fires. Another chance. And up and in on the layup.
As usual, terrific effort from him. Unwilling to let the possession go to waste.
Sarr down low. Towns on him. Yes, sir!
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Oh, he missed the jumper! Here's Buffkin. Sarr with it. Oh, he can't hit it! Fox outside. Here's Towns. Down under the hoop.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
What a huge shot at this point in the game.
Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
He must have visualized this one because everything is falling.
It's a three-point game. 43 seconds left in the final quarter. Can't get it to go. He takes it in. Oh, no good on the layup. And it's Pittsburgh's ball.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
Well, they're in a tough spot now. They need points and stops.
And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Until they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for two.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And the second and two is good. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. Now a timeout called by Pittsburgh. They're trailing by 4. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
Score quick, then foul. Then you have to hope for some missed free throws.
Well, at this point, everything has to go your way to extend this game.
in!
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, he took that up with great confidence. Tremendous finish.
13 foul. At the line for your Nuggets, Gary, taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he's unable to get the second one.
And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
And let's see what they draw up.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
Second personal foul. 14 foul. At the line for Denver, Buffett. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, analytics aside, players making important free throws is always valued by their team.
So the Nuggets win it. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
You get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game, but they overcame every one.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Ali LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And we present the player of the game, Alex Sarr.